All right. Happy Halloween to everyone, wherever you're located. And this is going to be a night hunt in Way of the Hunter. Looks like we're going to be going after some Rocky Mountain elk and some gray wolf. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to do this on the Nez Perce location. I'm going to go ahead and go as April, I think, because she's all camoed up. Playing an explorer as usual. So let's get started. So this is a October Halloween hunt. It is actually Halloween night for many people. If you're watching, happy Halloween. I wanted to go ahead and do what's a night hunt here for Elk and Gray Wolf. So we're going to go ahead and get into that in just a moment. I think the devs did a outstanding job for this Halloween hunt. They have set up jack-o'-lanterns, pumpkins, and so forth all over pretty much all of the locations for the housing, the cabins, and so forth. And it's on every one of them. So every cabin I've gone to, they did that. I mean, that's just, to me, that by far is one of the best things I've ever seen, that they went to that kind of detail. So I am running Explorer. I'm April. She is camoed out, so we can go into this night hunt. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and show the cabin. Now, they have done something additional in this game, which I think is just absolutely amazing, is every animal in the game has red glowing eyes. How cool is that, to be honest? Let's take a look at some of these jack-o'-lanterns and so forth. And we're going to go inside. Now, we're not just talking the animals that we're hunting. We're talking all of the animals, including the ones on your mounts. So look at this. Look at the red glowing eyes. That's awesome. Do you see this, guys? This is amazing. So again, if you look, they have gone out of their way for this. This is superb design. I have to say, I haven't seen anything like this in a game before, that they would put this amount of detail into a game. So I really enjoy this game. If you haven't been playing this game, I just want to tell you that you need to get into this. This is a wonderful, absolutely brilliant hunting simulator, and I think it deserves so much more credit than it gets. This guy looks kind of interesting. He looks evil. He looks mean. Okay, let's take a look here. Just going to run around the cabin for a second. Oh my god, look at the melanistics. Okay, so look at the distance with the melanistics, or even the bear. Look at the bear. Wow. That's really my wolf, my melanistic wolf. Look at that. That's crazy. I had to get some good shots of these things. This is awesome. Even the female, she looks dark and angry. Wow. Look at that bear. Boy, if you saw that coming at you, you're done. You're done. I think I would just play possum. I'd fall over and act like I'm dead. Alright. That's crazy. That is absolutely beautiful. And then pumpkins just everywhere. Like I said, they've just really put, he looks angry as hell. They have really put so much into this game, and this is just for the Halloween event, so I love it. I love it. Okay, there's pumpkins out there too. Look at that. Look out here on the terrace. They're up here. This is, wow. And they all look angry. They all look so angry. The badger. The rabbit. Look at the rabbit. Okay, that's enough of this, guys. I'm sorry. I had to get that for us. So let's go ahead and get started on this hunt. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come here, and then I'm going to travel up here. Okay, let's do that. The only thing about this is that we don't have the night vision in our actual vision. We only have it in the scopes, so that's the only downside. Okay. So if I remember correctly, yep, I need a turn. And this is quite a bit of travel I'm going to do here. Okay, let me get my trusty camouflaged ATV out here. So we're going to go this way, and we are traveling. So we get about 300. We're going to go on foot. Okay. There is the watering area there, and that's where they're going to be. Take a look and see if we can see anybody drinking. If they're not here, like I said, they're going to be down the river a little bit. God, I love this night vision scope. This is amazing. This optic. Okay. So they could be anywhere within I guess 200, 250 yards of this specific area. So we want to be cautious coming around here, especially at night. Because I don't know if the devs put it in the game, but maybe they're a little more cautious when they listen to sounds. So we're going to go ahead and stop tall walking, and we're going to go ahead and squat down. For some reason, there's a major difference in the speed from walking like this and then squatting down and walking like this. I'm not seeing any activity here. I am hearing activity though. Okay, so those are, wow, so the gray wolves are right over here. You know what, instead of just going for the elk, it's there's gray wolf there. I don't think I really want to go for these. I don't know. So if you notice there, for some reason it says they're between 52 and 100%, and 90 to 95, somewhere around there, is being the norm for these guys. So I think, you know what, I am going to go over here and take a look. What my wind is that direction too. Okay. So what I might do is I might just put a mark there, because these guys are probably eating. Let me take a look at their food, their eating cycle. Again, I wasn't after the gray wolf, so not yet. So the gray wolf at 10 o'clock at night is sleeping. Okay, so they're definitely over here in their sleep zone, which I have marked. This is where they're at, so that's good. So I know that they're here now. See, 360 and 320. Okay, so technically they're about there. I'll leave that marked. We're going to still go down here and take a look for these guys. I don't want to spook them. I'm falling off the hill here. Once you get into this thick brush, it's really difficult to see anything. We don't get this wide open clearing. Look at that. Look at the stars and the moon. This is beautiful. They did an amazing job in this game. I do have a stand down here as well. We're going to kind of stick to the path a little bit. Now my wind is going that direction, literally towards those wolves, so... Okay. So now I've got Rocky Mountain elk, and they're barking over here, so... There we go. They're right there. Let's see what we got up in here. Ooh, I've got a 4-star mature. Wow. Oh, and I've got a 5-star. This is going to turn out to be a great hunt. I have a Rocky Mountain elk 5-star night hunt Halloween. The greatest thing, guys, about this is I don't have a Rocky Mountain elk 5-star, so this is what I need. I've got a lot of mountains in my cabin, but this is not one of them. And there's a 4-star over there too, which I imagine I can probably age up to a 5-star. So, guys, this is great. I'm definitely going to go get this guy real quick. So I don't want them to spook. I don't want to be chasing them all over Kingdom Come. They're in a nice little clearing area, which is great. There's also a 2-star mature in there, but there's my 5-star and my 4-star right next to each other. Look, wolves, wait your turn. I hear you. I'll be over there shortly. Guys, if you notice this area, I don't have it really open, so I have not pre-selected this in any way, shape, or form. I just happened to run across this one. Just point of fact, I actually came and looked at this group earlier yesterday when I was playing in multiplayer with a buddy, and we didn't find anything on this group that was really of value because I am looking for a Rocky Mountain elk, and I just happened to choose this one. And all of a sudden, hey, look at the luck. That's awesome. Alright, again, when we get in a thicket like this, it's just much more difficult to see, so I apologize for that. I'm going to stay in the crouched position as I walk, as I absolutely do not want these guys to spook, so I want them to stay happy and comfortable like they don't know what's fixing to happen. Okay, I'm going to back out so I can see where the hell I'm going. Ah, okay. So is this them? Have they moved that far away? It must be. Wow, so they're up over the ridge and now they're 300. Okay. So it seems they're moving away from me. I'm not worried about Mr. Black Bear there. This is hunting, guys. This is exactly how hunting goes. You have to stalk your animal if you're not using a tree stand or a deer stand. Okay. So he's culling over here at 280. Not sure why they moved off from this area that they were in. They shouldn't have winded me. But now we got to get up over this ridge. Thankfully, they're about 60 yards past that ridge. So once I get to the top of the ridge, I should be able to see them. But unfortunately, I'll be super close to them. What day is it? It's day 3, so I've got to get this 5-star before tomorrow. Before he matures out, just in case. I don't want to spook the bear. Now, they have a credible sense, and if you get too close to those guys, they actually spook real easy, and I don't want them to spook my my elk. About 130 from my mark, and they're over that ridge. Okay. 180, okay. Getting excited, guys. Gonna get me a 5-star. I want them to remain calm, so I'm walking and stopping. The realism in this game is just phenomenal. If you're like so many out there that don't have the opportunity to hunt, you don't own any weapons, maybe health issues, age issues, just where you're located, you know, whatever the reason that you actually can't get out and hunt, I gotta say, you gotta get this game. This is one of the best hunting simulation games I've ever seen. This is so close to true realism. So they are just over this ridge. It's too bad they walked off from the area they were in, because it was a nice open clearing a minute ago back over behind us. I hope they're not still moving. They don't seem to be. Let's go ahead and show you where I'm at. So we're coming up here on this little ridge right here. I don't have anybody right here, do I? Okay. Yep, so I'm going to go up where that rock is over the ridge. I'm moving and stopping, guys, just like an animal would. They're designed to hear that and not think it's anything other than another animal. So we move and stop, move and stop. Yeah, look at that. First time I've seen one that says looks fresh. Rocky Mountain elk. That is their excrement. So I've got one walking at me. I literally hear him walking right now. I'm going to slowly move out. Because I think they're right on these rocks, but over this. Oh, there are antlers right there. I am that close to these guys. I am 20 yards away. I've got to keep my binoculars out just so that I can move super, super slow. I do not want these guys to spook. If this herd all of a sudden moves towards me, they are going to bolt, and I'm going to be chasing them all night. I just about need a bow for this, how close we are. Should have probably bought one. This guy's antlers are going back and forth right here in front of me. If he stands up, I've got him right in front of me. Oh my gosh. I hope he's not looking at me. This 4x zoom is even too much. Hopefully this is the guy I need right here. I can hear their footsteps. I might have to sit down or lay down on this one. This is my 4-star right here, so I need to go over here. But this guy I could mature up. Look at them glowing eyes. Look at that. Okay, he's my 4-star. I do not want him. I need my 5. But I gotta keep him in sight just in case he turns around and sees me. They sound like they've stood up and they're walking off. I'm gonna stand up just for a second. That's a 2-star adult walking over there. Female there. A 4-star there. And a 5-star over here somewhere. another 4-star. I can't believe I'm this close to these guys. He's a 4. I'm looking for the 5 guys. Not the burger place. The 5-star. 2, 4. Where's my 5? Where are you hiding, homie? Look at those eyes. This one is so close. I don't know if it's going to affect my hunter rating if I shoot him at this close range. I really wish I could go to the right over here, but my wind is going this direction over here. Oh, look at those red eyes. That's the nighttime Halloween eyes. That's amazing. Did you guys see that? Alright, where is my 5-star? I'm inching around. That's not him, is it? No. He's got to be just chilling out over here. This female, she's just not moving. I wanted her to walk away. I'm inching. I'm inching. It's exciting. Nope. You don't hear anything back here behind you. She is 4 yards in front of me, guys. Finally, she moved away. Okay, hopefully they haven't winded me. Otherwise, they're going to be taken off. 2. Female. Oh, she's looking right at me. Look at them red eyes. 4-star, 1-star. Where is my 5, guys? 2 4-stars. This can't be a different group. Because I had a 5 in my group that I was just hunting. Look at all the red eyes down there, by the way. Okay, so now they're trotting off. They just winded me or saw me or heard me, which is not good. I was here at 10 o'clock, okay? Now, we know the day changes over at midnight, right? So I was here at 10 o'clock and I saw a 5-star sitting right here. And then all of a sudden, around midnight is what it took me to get to that area. These guys moved. They were over here, and there's 2 4-stars but no 5-star. And I lost my 5-star. He became a young because of the midnight changeover. Now, I didn't sleep, but the night actually still changed over, which would have changed the year. Because, see, if you look up there at the top, it was day 3. Now it's day 1. So I believe I lost my 5-star. I think it was one of these guys. Because now I have 2 4-stars only, and I don't have a 5-star in this group anymore. So that's kind of something we just found out, I guess, that I lost my 5-star. I took too much time to get to the 5-star that was here, and it turned into 2 4-stars and a new young in this group, because there was a young male in this group. So I'm thinking that's what happened. I think I got robbed of my 5-star. It's time to sleep, and we're going to go after some wolf, and we're going to go after the same group. We're going to kind of stay in this same area right here. because I've got some good fitness wolf here, and I've got the good fitness Rocky Mountain elk. I lost my 5-star, unfortunately, with these guys when the time changed over. But I'm going to come back because there are 2 4-stars in here, and I'm hoping one of them's going to jump up to 5. So we're going to go after these guys in just a second. Let's go ahead and get to the campsite, and we're going to sleep. Now, before I sleep, I want to make sure I check my encyclopedia, and now we're looking for the gray wolf. This is a lower tier animal, so they're a tier 5. We also need to change our weapon over because I have the tier 6 weapon. I definitely don't want to shoot one of these guys with a tier 6 weapon. Alright. I am going to stock a tier 5 weapon for these guys, probably the Hunter Pro, because that's one of my favorite weapons. And let's see what time at night these guys are snoozing at 10, and they're eating at 1. So I've got that quick little turnaround. But they'll be in their feed zone all the way up until about 4. And then they'll be heading to their drink zone if you look at their life cycle there. So we need to go to about 10 o'clock, and we need to get to their sleep zone. So that's the one we're fixing to do now. And then once we have their sleep zone, we'll be able to track them from there. So, and let me see if I can find, they have 2 sleep zones for this group here. So one of their sleep zones they were in last night was this one here. So this is kind of where I want to go tonight. And then there's a sleep zone, I believe, up here for these guys as well. So I don't think I have that one yet. Yeah, I don't have that one yet. But at least I have their need zone here. And I know there's a need zone like right here. I've seen them there before too. I just never picked it up. So again, back to camp. And we're going to sleep over till 10 o'clock. 2200. Okay. Alright, it's 2200 the next night, and we're going to go back over here to the vehicle, and I need to change out my weapons. Get the appropriate weapons out for these guys. So we're not after elk, we're going to do that on the 3rd day, and so we're going to change this over. So, I'm going up to the Hunter Pro 2, which I already have on my secondary weapon. I'm going to change it to my primary. Okay. And then I don't really think I need a secondary weapon. You know what? I didn't do it earlier. I should have done it. I'm going to go with the bow as my secondary weapon. I think that'd be a great idea. If I can get close enough to these guys, I can take one with a bow, and this will be a nice little bow hunt. So, should I do the crossbow, or should I do the bow? I said bow. I love this one. I like the vortex. That's one I definitely like. But I like this one better. It just seems like more of a hunting weapon versus this one's all redded out. A little too flashy for me. You know what? I'll take this one with me. The only issue is I don't have anything for night. Yeah, I don't have a night scope for this. I do have the crossbow. I think has a night scope though. Yeah, you can put the shadow force on there. This is a night scope here, I think. Okay, so we may have to go with the crossbow. Let me check if that's the shadow, if that's the night scope on there. Yeah, well, it's a luminescent. It's not a night scope. It is kind of bright. It does kind of clean up. Huh. Interesting. I like it. Okay, I'll use it. Okay, so we're gonna get in here. We need to go the opposite direction. Drive right through the camp. And guys, we're now after wolves. We are looking for a decent wolf for this hunt. if you saw earlier, this is a Halloween hunt. The devs have put in the game that all the animals have these nice, bright, glowing red eyes, which is actually kind of creepy but cool looking at the same time. So it is 10 o'clock at night. I don't want to get any closer than 300 yards, especially with wolves, because they are very elusive. They will run away. They can smell and or sense you when you get that kind of close to them. So I do need to find out where's my wind going. So my wind is going that direction there. So actually I'm really good with without the wind. Let me get my night scope. We're 321, so we're going this way, and hopefully they're over here. I do have my jackrabbit collar for these guys, just in case I need to use it. Okay, and now I'm hearing the elk again. I will also take a look at these guys. They're down here by the water, I believe. I'll see if they've matured up, possibly. Maybe I have a 5-star now. If I do, then we'll refocus on the elk. And they're technically over here. I'm loving them having the red eyes. You can see right through the bush. I did see something through these a second ago. I don't know if it's going to be my wolves. That's the question. I am going to take the collar out, and then we can see if we can get a call back. Because I have not spotted the wolves yet. I should probably walk much slower now. So I'm surprised I haven't heard them yet. Like I said, over there they would have been, and or over here. I did hear them last night over there on that side of the lake. Oh, okay. Okay, so we are getting the call. Okay, so they are in this direction. 240 yards. Let's see if I can take a look here. They're right up on this ridge line. There we go. I saw some eyes, so there they are. You guys can see the red eyes. See the red eyes moving on the rock base there. Okay, where are my wolves? I should be pretty close now. Let me see if I can see some red eyes. They were moving down right here. Okay, they're still up there. I can see all the red eyes over here. Look at all these red eyes. Look at that. That is awesome. Okay. Let's see what this need zone is right here. Wow, snowshoe hair are everywhere. 120. Okay. They're not far away. Can't really see them if I stand up. I hear a snowshoe hare right here. Walking around in the grass. You can see the little hare with the red eyes right there. That's funny. There's one right here. What are you? You're an adult female. And right underneath, what are you doing, homie? Look at this guy. I can pick him up. Walk right on top of you. Alright, I need to get up here with the wolves. They're 80 yards in front of me. Definitely going slow now. Just stand up and see if I can see them. The problem with this area is there's a lot of crevices and stuff. They can be hiding right over little ridge lines. That's the only problem I really don't like with this area. If I go down there, I could possibly have a good angle shooting this way up at them. Except my wind is really good right now. Let's see if I can sneak down here to the left, and then I'll be able to look up towards them. Is there only, that's the elk? Oh, okay. I just alerted him. Dang it. Okay, they're right there. I do not want these guys to run off. They will run a long way in another direction. Okay. Sure, they are right here in front of me. Let's see if I can get eyes on what I've got over here. Such a thick wooded area right here. I'm slowly moving. Young. Come on, y'all can lose interest. It's okay. Okay, so there we go. There's a little bit of a clearing. I just got to be real calm. Adult. We've got a mature female. Adult. This guy is an adult female. What are you up here? Trees in the way. It's not letting me catch what he is or she. Come on. That's a 2-star mature, so you are on my radar right now. I think that 2-star mature right there is going to be what we're going for. Don't get too close to me, guys. They are coming towards me. Oh, there's a 2-star mature as well. Another 2-star mature. There's a bunch of 2-star matures in here. 2-star adults. Hey, calm down. Okay, calm down. 2-star adult. They're coming right at me. See, now, like I told you a second ago, look at that little crevice, that little drop. The female staring at me. I'm literally like 15 yards away from these guys, and she's looking right at me. Don't trot away. Don't trot away. Okay, they're kind of running around a little bit here. Well, if I can find the 2-star mature that I saw a second ago, that's the one I'll be after. Yeah, so I got a little, there's a 2-star mature right there. I got a little too close to these guys. They're kind of trotting off for safety. They're not yipping or howling at me, but they are moving off. This is kind of the one I want right here. I think this is my 2-star mature right here. They're moving slow. They're moving really slow. Up and away from me. I don't have any melanistics or albinos, do I? Nope. Okay, but they're moving up on the rock face. Let's see if I can get up here slow enough. Maybe I can get a shot on them. Get this need zone right here. Okay, there we go. Finally got their need zone. Yeah, I think they scented me because they came across the backside of me. I need to still be slow because they didn't get too far in front. The problem with these wolves is that once they're in front of you, you really can't tell which one, without having like the Explorer on, which ones are the... Calm down, I'm not coming to you. Which ones are the 2-star adults and matures and so forth. You can't tell the difference by looking at them, especially at night. Okay, just calm down, I'm over here. What's this one? Too bad this one's not the one I'm looking for. Okay. So if they keep moving off to the right, I can get... Oh, there we go. There we go. There's my guy right there. Okay. This is the one I want. He's second in line. I'm going to take him. And I think I'm going to bow him. This guy right there. Really? Okay. He's alert, but... I was going to use the bow, but now apparently... I did use the bow, but unfortunately I don't even know where the arrow went. So let me make sure that's still my mature that I want right there. I'm just going to go ahead and use the 7M08. That's him right there. Now I can keep eyes on him with my weapon instead. Okay. There we go. Look at those eyes looking at me. See the red eyes to the right? Give me that broadside, buddy. Give me the broadside. There we go. So my Rocky Mountain elk just took off too. They spooked and ran that way. That's okay. Okay, small. Don't tell me it's all small. Don't tell me that. Did I? So I was squatted down in the grass over there. Did I? Wow, that's a. How is that possible? How is that possible? Okay, that devs. I need an answer on that one. Did I hit leaves or something? Did I hit a branch? That should have been a kill shot instantly. Should have just dropped. Okay, that was really unusual. Yeah, that was very unusual. I'm not understanding how that just happened. If you guys saw the footage, you saw where I shot him. I shot him in that shoulder from like 40 yards away. Even the bow, I shot it, and he just kind of turned and looked at me like, "What are you doing?" Okay, so those wolves will live to see another day. I am going to go back to the camp. I'm going to change over the time. Because they are in the wind right now, so we're gonna change it over, and then we're gonna go back to their need zones, and we're gonna go after them again. So I'm gonna actually change it to 9. I'm not gonna change it to 10 this time. Prior to 10 is what I want. There we go. That gives me the time to get up there. Okay. I am gonna get. Well, A little lag going on there as I change the day. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get a vehicle so I can get up there quicker. Okay, my wolves are over here, so I need to work this way. They're 200 yards that way. I'd say about there. Yep, right there. Perfect. They're just past my marks. My wind is good. I just need to not get so close this time. I'm hoping I find the mature that I hit earlier, because I want to see what happened with that rifle round and with the bow, the arrow, where it went. If it's the right mature. There's a couple of in there, so I might not get the right one. You guys can chill out over there, Elk. I'm going to be over there for you guys shortly. Alright. Hopefully I don't alert these guys. Let's see if we can get a bead on them with my drone. I'm looking for the red eyes. And the bear is over there again. Alright, I'm 140 off my mark. They were right in that area. It's definitely not a clearing. It's very wooded over here, very thick wooded. Problem is, two wolves don't stick in one specific area very long. They actually move quite a bit. I've got elk right there. They're actually coming this way, probably. I still need these wolves. Okay, so they're alerted, so definitely came up on them. They are right in here. Using my drone a little cheating, but it's okay. Not cheating much, because I definitely still can't find them. Okay, I think I see some eyes moving. Yep, okay. So we're looking for the mature. There's a young I just saw. Okay, what do we got? We got a young. There's a 2-star mature I'm looking for. Maybe he's a 3 now. There's a mature female. An adult. Okay, anytime you guys want to... Okay, a bunch of them in the back here. Ah, okay, good. There's an adult. This one, there's an adult. Young. Adult. They're right over this ridge. What is this one? Yeah, I see you looking at me. It's a mature female. I gotta get over these rocks over here. Again, I'm probably getting too close to these guys, and they are not an easy animal hunt. If you guys have hunted wolves, especially at night, they are not an easy animal. Okay. Lots of eyes. Okay, good, good. Y'all chill out. Let me find my mature real quick so I can take a shot at him. Where are you? There he is. Okay. I have you now. You're done. Stay there. That's him. I don't want to hit the sticks. I need that shot. Come on, step forward. Step forward. Give me that clean lung shot. There we go. That's what I needed. Okay. It's tracking time. Did I just scare my elk? Maybe not. Okay. Let's go take a look. If I didn't get this guy on this shot, I'm just done. I'm not going after wolves anymore. Apparently I'm having issues. Let's take a look. This should definitely be medium blood. And okay guys, okay. What are the odds? What are the odds that that was a small amount of blood shot right through his side? So something's up with my shots. Something's going on. This is not possible. This is the third time I've shot these guys. And I was like 30 yards away from him. And I only took out small blood, and I hit him right through the side. Yeah, I don't know if you're feeling me, guys, but this is... I've had this happen before, where my weapons don't do damage. Yeah, I'm flabbergasted. You know what? This is no longer a wolf hunt. I'm not after wolves anymore. I'm going back to the elk. We're just gonna make this an elk hunt tonight. Because something has happened with my weapon. I'm gonna run. I don't care if it spooks those guys right there. I'm running. Because I have now lost interest in the wolves, because this is the third shot I've put on a wolf, and it only hits him for a small amount of blood. So something's going on with the weapon. I'm going to go ahead and change over to my other 300 Win Mag and see if that's going to make the correction. But I've got to get all the way back to my vehicle. So the wolves are up there. Maybe they'll hang out in that open clearing over there, and I might get a better shot at them. And then my elk are going that direction. So we're going to change up a little bit. Yeah, so see, the wolves are kind of stopping up in here, which is great. Okay. I'm going to mark them stopping up there. I'm going to go back to them. Oh, there we go. I'm going to go back to them after I change my weapon. I do apologize for this, guys. I've had this happen before where I had my 308 and I was using it. I got about this distance right here from an animal, from a deer, and it happened 3 times to me where I would shoot it with the weapon and it would just like startle, like as if I was either shooting blanks or they had body armor on. And it was very uncool. I ended up having to change weapons, and when I changed weapons it worked. So this is possibly an issue. So we're going to change this out. I'm going to go ahead and get the long range Win Mag. So I'm now on this one. I'm going to use the Night Stalker here. I'm definitely going to change this out. I'm no longer go with a bow. I think I'll just go with a regular rifle. Yep, there we go. So I'm going to go with the 270. That's what I'm going to hunt the wolves with. Well, no, you know what? I am going to go with... I'm going to go with my Hunter Pro 2. There we go. with the Night Stalker. Okay. Is that what I just had on a second ago? The Hunter Pro 2? I think it is what I had just a second ago. So let me just fix this real quick. I'm going to keep both of these. So I have the 300 Win Mag long range for the Elk and the Hunter Pro 2 for my wolves. Okay. All right. I could pretty much drive over there now. It has changed over to, it is still day, it has changed over to day 2. Oh, it's not changed over to day 3 yet. So I'm going to get over to that clearing right there, and I'm going to look over that direction towards them, because I should have a decent shot from there. Hopefully they're in a nice clear area where I can get. So I'm going to go ahead all the way there to that clearing right there is where I want to get, so I can look this way and shoot at them. Because they are in that area right there. Hopefully they're still there. And then my elk are actually, they ran off over here, so I'm going to have to go look for those as well. I don't want to walk too fast and spook anything else. I've already done some spooking. Let's look at our encyclopedia real quick. So the wolves it is just after 10, so they would be sleeping typically. Let me go ahead and take a look here. Sorry guys, live footage is much longer. It is not edited, so you're seeing what the process takes to actually hunt an animal. I have run into a couple issues now with the weapons, where the weapons have not worked pretty much 3 times. I've had to change my weapons out for whatever reason. I've gotten within 40 yards of these wolves. I've shot this mature wolf twice at 40 yards at clear open areas where there's no debris in front or no wooded area, and it's done small amounts of damage, and it's not, in my opinion, it's not possible. So something's going on with the weapon where I'm not able to hit the animal, so I've changed over my weapon for that reason. So now I'm back on the wolves at this moment. The elk are that direction, which I'm going to go towards shortly. Once it passes over to the 3rd day, and it's about an hour from now. But I'm going after the wolves that are up here right now. I really would like to find out what happened with all these shots from this wolf that I've been shooting at. If I can take out the right one. So they're 170. Let me get out here in the clearing. Hopefully they're still right there in that area. Alright, I'm here. My elk is over there. That's where I'll be going next. And hopefully I had 2 4-stars. I had a 5-star initially when I started the hunt. I started the hunt way too close to midnight on day 3, and it changed over to day 1, and that 5-star actually disappeared. He was gone. I got robbed. So I do have 2 4-stars over there, and I'm hoping they're going to become 5s. Okay, I shouldn't be too far away from these guys. Okay, so they're walking around right here. I'm going to get in a clear area without them being alert. Where's my 2-star mature? That's what I'm looking for right now. There's a 2-star adult. What are you? 2-star adult. 1 young. They're looking at me because they see me. I want my 2-star mature. Where are you? Mature, young. Come on. Good, they're in an opening. 2-star matures in the lead. I'm going to shoot you. Go ahead, stop moving. There you are. He's in the lead right there. Look, I have grass between us, so I definitely should hit him. Thank God. Okay, changing the weapon is what I needed. Whew. Alright, so I ran into the issue of the other weapon I was using, which turned out to hit the animal and not do any damage. I'm hoping this is the 2-star mature that I needed, and I can see what happened to all the other the hits that I did on this animal. So let's go take a look. It's been a night of bad luck, unfortunately, with these guys, with these wolves. Okay, I'm hoping this is the one I've shot. Yes, it is. It is the one I've shot several times. Okay, so this is shot 1, ladies and gentlemen. This is shot 1. Are you seeing this? So, the red eyes. This is shot 1. So, the Hunter Pro 2, I changed it out earlier. But shot 1, this did not take the animal out. Do you see how this shot happened? So this is double lung. Do you see? Okay, devs, I'm hoping you're watching. So I pierced no rib, I hit artery and double lung. But if you look at the trail, there's no cavity whatsoever. And if you look there on the penetration damage and the cavity, it only says I hit flesh, even though the bullet completely traveled through the animal and out the other side. So that shot should have taken this animal down. See, this is a glitch. Something here has glitched out. The actual damage to the animal, as if it never even got shot, occurred here. I don't understand what exactly happened here, but this should have taken him out. So this first shot was almost perfect. This guy should have gone down. Let's look at shot number 2. Now, this shot was number 2 with the same weapon, and it shows the rear penetration, but I missed everything. I got nothing but flesh. Okay, so I agree with this one. This was a bad shot. This one just hit flesh. He survived. Okay, great. This shot, no. This shot, the very first one I took, should have taken this animal. Let's go to shot number 3. So this is the one I just hit him with. It was a perfect heart shot. I got the heart, the lung, everything. Look at the cavity. So this shot did take him out. So this one, I need explanation. I need to know what exactly happened here. That there was nothing. There's no damage, nothing. It's not possible that didn't cause any damage whatsoever. So this is unexplainable to me. Okay, so we're going to move on from that. Look at the red eyes. That's crazy. He was 74%. He's a hard 3. Possibly 2, possibly 3, but I definitely think he would have made 3. So I only got a bad hunter rating specifically because I took 3 rounds to take this guy. Yeah, I still got a 420 out of the hunter rating, but I mean, you know, not bad. Let's take a look at him. That's crazy. I love that view. Look at that. We're going to go ahead and grab a quick picture of that. Okay, so we're going to sell. And now, if we look at the time, it is about to be midnight. I'm hoping these guys are going to mature up, possibly, to a 5-star. I have 2 4-stars in this group, and I'm hoping they're going to turn to a 5-star. At midnight, let's look at our encyclopedia. I can keep the weapons I have and just continue the hunt. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at these guys, and they are Rocky Mountain elk. So we're going to go over here to our encyclopedia. Rocky Mountain elk, at midnight, they are in their sleep zone. If you notice there to the left, it says their sleep zone. And they're going to be there typically till about 4 a.m. So we need to find these guys' sleep zone. So, and if I use my little tool, again, I'll put that in the well, later I'm going to put it out for you guys to be able to see what tool I'm using. If you don't know about the tool that has been created for Way of the Hunter, it's called the Way of the Hunter Toolbox. So this is a sleep zone here, and then this is technically a sleep zone here. So this is where I'm going to be heading for these two guys. I want to head to this one first, just because my wind, if you notice, the wind is going this way. So if I come down and go this way, and then work my way up, I can make sure that I don't spook these guys. So I'm going to come over to this one first. So right now they're technically here feeding, and I think they're heading this way. So I'm actually going to be following them over here. I see eyes right here in front of me. I don't know if it's just more bunny rabbits. I love the red eyes. I love the red eyes. Devs, I wish you can keep that and not just do it just for, see, look at the red eyes. Not just for the Halloween hunt. I think it's just a little hair running around right here, but I did see the red eyes. Yep, see, there's more red eyes. There we go. What is that right there? I think it's just a hair running around right here. Okay, so we're going to head over to these elk. Yep, I see the red eyes again. I can hear them running over here. Alright, we're getting pretty close to that midnight. Remember, nighttime runs at 6 times the normal rate of speed. So daytime is 1 minute is 4 minutes in game, and nighttime is 1 minute in reality is 6 minutes in game. So 1 minute in reality for the day is 4 minutes in game, and then 1 minute in reality in nighttime is 6 minutes in the game. Okay, there's my elk. They are exactly where I think they are supposed to be. They're a little bit farther, so they're not quite there. They're actually more over here. So there we go. So 353, they're 360. Okay, so they're exactly where I need them to be. Those are also Rocky Mountain elk down here. I think this is the other group though. I don't think this is the group I need to go for. But I do want to take eyes on this guy over here and see what they are. If there's the low fitness in this group here, I need to go to that group. And I'm getting kind of close to them, so I really don't want to spook them. I think it's this group here that I'm looking at. They have a need zone right here, but I think I spooked them over to here, and I think that's what I'm seeing is them over here. I don't need to be zoomed in so much. So there's a young in there. Well, it doesn't really tell me. If I don't see any 4 stars, it's definitely not the group I'm looking for. Oh, and I just spooked them. Dang it. I was way too close. Young, female. Oh, and they're going over here. Wow, so they're actually heading directly to the other group. Yeah, that's my other group right there. Okay, well, alright. Well, we're all going over there now. I really kind of need to go this way and then work my way up there. Alright, it's 14 minutes to midnight to where the time changes over. All these elk are right there. Mature, young. It's like I said, this might not be the group I'm looking for. Oh, there's my 4 star. That is the group I need. Okay. Alright, in 14 minutes I'm hoping that 4 star is going to be a 5, or the other 4 star that's up there is going to be a 5. If you're just joining, when I first started out, I was looking at a group right here. It was day 3, and I had a 5-star elk in there. So I got out of my vehicle. I started walking this direction slowly. The time changed over to midnight, and then I started looking, and I could not find the 5-star, and I only found 2 4-stars and a young male, which means the dang night changed over, and I lost my 5-star. He disappeared out of that group and became a young. So I got robbed of my 5-star because I started out at 10 o'clock the night hunt on day 3. And unfortunately, even though I found that 5-star, I lost him. I also ended up having issues with my weapon. I had to get rid of it and then bring it back and shooting a wolf. I ended up putting 3 shots into the wolf. The first shot that I put into the wolf was an absolute destroyer. It would have taken him out, but there was absolutely no damage whatsoever on the bullet traveling through his lungs and through his arteries, and it unfortunately did not take the animal out. So I ended up having to track the animal for several hours now. So if you've been with me the whole time, I absolutely appreciate your support. Thank you for watching. If you're just joining me, again, thank you for watching as well. Okay. Alright, they're barking, so they know I'm here. So I'm going to hang out for a minute, let them calm down. I gotta say, one of the hardest animals I've ever hunted at night. Wolf. It's one of the most difficult. I don't know how their senses are just way heightened at night. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and keep moving. Hopefully they won't alert. I am coming in from the opposite direction, from the east. Okay, I can see them now. Kind of. I got a 4-star there, and my day has changed over, and he's still a 4-star. There was a second one in there, and I'm wondering if he's also still a 4-star. Now, to be honest, I'd really like one of these 4-stars to become a 5-star. I am going to try to take the one that looks like oldest, and I might have to do a little cheat move using the camera to see which one's the oldest. So I need to get a lot closer though to do it. So they're right there. Okay, I see a bunch of eyes looking this way. The young, mature. They're about 119, and they're not alert. So let me get a little closer to these guys. I need to get on the other side of this water first. The trees are so thick here, it's so difficult. I gotta be cautious now as I'm getting up to that 100 mark. Okay, good, I got a need zone for them. Oh, they're barking. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the camera. Look at all the red eyes, look at all the red eyes. This is 2 groups, by the way, guys. This is not 1 group, this is 2. Okay. So here's a little trick that I'm going to use. So I am going to turn the camera on, but I'm going to change the daytime to where I can actually see them. Okay. Nice and bright. And then I'm going to get rid of that. So this guy, where's my other? So when these guys age, they're super gray on their backs, but their mane around their neck gets much, much darker the older they get. So I'm looking for the one that's got the oldest mane. The darkest mane, excuse me. That'd probably be this guy right here. So he's probably the one that's going to make a getaway after tonight. So this is the guy I need to take. He's not actually going to make 5-star, which I wish he would have. He's definitely a solid 4. And this guy right here, I think he is also, he's the 4-star too. But he's gray, but his mane isn't as dark as the other guy. So he's possibly going to hit 5. Okay. So you see how I drop back to the nighttime. That was a little trick. Don't fault me for it, guys. Gotta use the tools you have. Okay. I am getting in pretty close to these guys. I really need to get eyes on that 4. I wish that 4 was like right there where I could see him. Moving nice and slow. There's so many elk here. Because the two groups have kind of joined together. There's my 4. It's right up in here. Yeah. I think he's sitting down. Yeah, I can see his antlers now. He's sitting down. He's laying down. Okay, so I'm going to get my weapon out. My 300 Win Mag. So this is him there. If he doesn't stand up, I just can't get a shot on him. Now this guy's in the way. Being this close, if these guys are going to be here, I might try to use my other scope. I might go switch it out. But I'm so close. All the red eyes. That's so cool. They're all in the way. I really need to get an angle on this guy. He's right up here. I didn't know that's a young. There's my 4. Okay, that's him. Right there. Okay. That's him. Stay there, please. That's him there. Okay. So if I go now, I could probably take him. Nope, nope, nope. Oh! Ah. I don't want to hit this limb right in front of me, but I think he's under 100 yards. Wolves are calling. Stand up. There you go. Stand up. Okay. He's right here. Come on. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. There he is. That was him. I hope I didn't run into the same issue where, like, I didn't hit one of these little limbs right here and it take off all my my joules of energy. Pick up that zone. Yes, it did. Apparently it did it again. So maybe I hit a limb. Maybe that's what it is. I just lost all the joules of energy in the gun. Night hunts, guys. These are not easy. I shot him at about 80 yards, and somehow I still hit him, but apparently I hit a blade of grass and I lost all my energy. Yep. That's what I'm thinking. So now the question is, where do these guys go? And I have to track them down to find them. I have already taken a 3-star elk from one of the groups, and I have already taken my wolf, but I really want one of these 4 stars. I really want one of these 4 stars, guys. So the question is, are they down here? Are they up here? Or up there? Keep pulling out the wrong binos. They typically only go about between 300 and 600. I've noticed that the elk actually will run up to about 600 yards away. So they go between 300 and 600 yards away from you. Now, mule deer and whitetail deer will spook about 300 yards and stop there. But I've seen elk, they will go about 600, which is unfortunate. Is that a black bear? It's 2 black bear. Oh, what do I have? I have a 3-star mature black bear and a female black bear down there. Okay, interesting. They're definitely going to spook when I get over here. The first time I run across these guys. So let's see where my elk are. Let's do an elk call real quick. I see some eyes over there. It's the Halloween eyes. You get the red eyes right there. Okay, there's my 4-star. So they are right there. There's my group. They're coming down to their water hole, which is down here, which is great. I am going to kind of stay where I'm at, actually. I have 1 4-star matured there. Once I range them around here, I possibly could take one. If not, hopefully they'll come down here. There's my bears. They're moving on. If they stay in this area, I'll need to get closer. My wind is good at this moment. Okay. That's what I like to see. They're coming in. Hopefully they'll come out here to the clearing. This one's kind of off here to the side. We're going to see if I run into that same weapon issue. I should have 2 4-star matures in here. I've seen 1 pop up. There's such a tight-knit group right now. So there's one in the front. Okay, so there's a guy in the front. Well, I have the opportunity to... Yes, I do. Okay. So they're moving, and I have a 1-star young. There's a 4-star mature in the back. Okay. Okay, he's right out here. And then, where's the other 4-star mature? Should not have matured out yet. Dang, they're so close, I just can't see the other one. There he is. There's the other 4-star mature. He's back there feeding. So he might be the best option for me. Oh, he's trotting down with the rest of them. Ooh, throws me way up in the air. Alright, where are these guys at? So, I have a 4 there on the right, and I have a 4 over here. This guy. I have nothing in my way to shoot. I have to check that again. So if it's either this guy or that guy, I get my choice. I don't remember which one has the darker mane. I'm thinking him because he's the cleanest shot. So no, he's not going to give a clean shot now, that's for sure. Alright, so they're going to stop there. This is their kind of their stopping area that they're going to hang out in, which unfortunately has trees all in the way. So, wrong binos again. If I go down there, the unfortunate thing is I'm going to be in all this thicket and they can spook easier because they can see me. So I need to get definitely need to get to a clear area. So this would right here would be considered clear for me. If I could take that shot there, that would be perfect. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. He's 250 from there. I am going to take my weapon out. I am going to line him at the 250 distance. Okay, 219. If he can pick his head up. I don't want to shoot him through the spine. Ah, come on. See, I've got a tree in the way now. Dang. My luck tonight is just not there. If he could turn and go that way. They're kind of coming down through here. Let me go ahead and do this again. I'm falling down this hill. Hate that. Come on. What is going on here? And wrong binos again. That's about the 4th time I've done that. Okay, so where are these guys? In this game, you have to have patience. I have completely lost these guys all up in here. Okay. Ah, okay. So they're right there. They're all up in here. So I think what I want to do is I'm going to go that side of the water over here, and then I'm going to call them and see if I can get them to come out here to the water. I think that would probably be a great idea. I I just have to get over there, and I have to do it soon too because it's already now 10 o'clock. I'm going to do a high fitness call, and I'm going to see, you know, obviously they're 4 stars, so I should get at least one of them coming to the high fitness calls. And so I'll just start doing calls across the water and see if I can get them to come to them. And once they get into the clearing, of course, that'll be easier. Oh, see, they're barking now because they kind of heard me. Dang it. I do not want them to spook. I've already been chasing these guys all over the past several days. Yep, y'all are probably yelling at me right now. I need to stop moving. And you're right. I'm so anxious and my patience are wearing thin on these guys. Okay, so they're not barking anymore right now. I can sneak over here. Slowly. I need to get them out to the clearing, out of that thick tree line. Okay, a little farther over here, and I'm going to see if I can get them to come out. I got stuck between 2 trees. Okay, this is what I need right here. So I'm going to stay here, and I'm going to start calling them. They should be right up in that thick tree line right there. There we go. Okay, I'm getting a call back, which is great. They are right there. I need them to come out here to where I can see them. Okay, good. I'm hoping I'm going to get the one of the 2 4 stars, if not both of them. I'd just like them all out here. That's where I need them. Okay, so I need to keep on my caller. I should have just done this from the beginning. Yep, don't worry. I got something special for you. I'm just going to keep calling. Hush, busy. I just have to have patience. I know they're coming. See, I can see one right there. He's a 4 star. There we go. He's coming to me. Very nice. Very nice. Got to get his attention. I got to get him all the way across here in front of me. I am not going to miss this opportunity again. Yep, I hear you. Don't worry, I'm going to call you again. Okay, with that call, I can go ahead and pull out my rifle. At this distance, I'm going to go ahead for the soft point. Maybe this will help. There he is. Okay. There is a stick perfectly in the way. Do you see this, guys? This is ridiculous. I've been running into this kind of issue all night. Okay, he's moved through the stick. I want him to stop, and I want to try to get that lung shot. But I might have to take a front-on heart shot. I have an animal to my left. I'm not sure what it is, but it's right to my left. See, I'm not calling him back, so hopefully he's going to turn, and I'm going to get that lung shot. And see, now they're barking. There we go. Now, you saw that, guys. I'm going to do a second. You know what? I'm going to shoot him right through the back if I have to, because I am not... He is not missed. Come on. Don't tell me he was missed. Did you see that? Shoulder, lung shot. Come on. There's something moving around over here. Right, another hair. There's hairs everywhere over here. It was moving the whole time I was there. Alright, so I've got blood. But he ran off as if he's not hurt. I was at 100 yards. And I shot him with my 300 Win Mag long range. Medium. Finally. Medium, guys. That means he's going down. Medium. Alright, let's track him out. Look how dark it is in here. Here he is. Alright. He made it back to the group, which of course I just came up on and they spooked. Well, they're running over there now. Okay, so here he is. That was the shot that I just took on this guy. Apparently the other guy's the one that I shot earlier. And the penetration is just not there. I hit him with a 300 Win Mag. It's the right amount of joules. Over 4,300, it's dead even, kind of in the middle, but I only got a 1 lung hit, it says. That's interesting. Interesting. Alright, so he's 89%. He is a hard 4. I don't think this guy would have been a 5-star. I really don't think so. Just looking there at that's why I don't think he would have made 5. The antlers. They are not very symmetrical. You've got 4 tines on that side, and then you've got 5 over here. If you're talking standing tines, you got 3 there, and you got 4 here. This front, if you look at it, you've got 2 large tines in the front, and then you've got 2 smaller tines, and then this one over here doesn't match. It actually does look like kind of matches that one, but that's it. That's what we get out of this. So. Yeah, so this is what we got. We got a 4-star. He's okay. He's decent. Let me go ahead and take some screenshot here. I like the eyes. Again, happy Halloween, guys. If you're watching and it's Halloween where you're located, happy Halloween. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. I don't want to keep this guy. He is a 4-star only. I'm looking for a 5-star, so we're going to go ahead and sell him. So the rest of them have already run quite a distance off in that direction over there. So being that that was my second elk, but I did get a 4-star, it was great. This has been a long hunt. There's been some issues through this hunt where the weapon wasn't doing the damage that it should have done. I'll have to take a look back at that. And I just wanted to let you guys know that is the end of the hunt. I really appreciate all the support. I appreciate you watching, and I'll look forward to the next time. Thank you.